On November 25, 2024, former President Donald Trump sent shockwaves through the global trade system with a bold and contentious proposal. He announced his intention to levy a hefty 25% tariff on all goods imported from Mexico and Canada, two of America's closest trading partners. This move, if implemented, would represent a significant escalation in trade tensions and mark a stark departure from the spirit of the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, or USMCA. The rationale behind Trump's proposal harks back to his familiar America First rhetoric. He argues that these tariffs are essential to protect American jobs, boost domestic manufacturing, and reduce the trade deficit. Trump believes that by making foreign goods more expensive, American consumers and businesses will be more inclined to purchase domestically produced goods. This, in turn, is expected to lead to increased production, job creation, and a resurgence in American manufacturing. However, the proposed tariffs have been met with widespread criticism from economists, business leaders, and trade experts. They argue that such protectionist measures are likely to backfire, harming American consumers and businesses in the process. Instead of revitalizing American manufacturing, they warn that the tariffs could lead to higher prices, supply chain disruptions, and retaliatory measures from trading partners. The proposed tariffs represent a significant gamble with potentially far-reaching consequences for the American economy and its relationship with its closest neighbors. The following sections will delve deeper into the potential impact of these tariffs on Mexico, Canada, and the broader global economy. The proposed tariffs would have a profound impact on Mexico and Canada, two countries whose economies are deeply intertwined with that of the United States. The automotive industry, a key driver of economic growth in all three countries, would be particularly vulnerable. The integrated nature of North American automotive production, with parts crossing borders multiple times during the manufacturing process, would make the industry highly susceptible to the cascading effects of tariffs. Mexico, in particular, would face significant challenges. As a developing economy heavily reliant on exports to the United States, Mexico's economy is particularly vulnerable to shifts in U.S. trade policy. The tariffs could lead to factory closures, job losses, and a decline in foreign investment. The Mexican government's ability to respond effectively to these challenges is further complicated by internal political divisions and social unrest. Canada, with its strong trade ties to the United States, would also feel the sting of the tariffs. While Canada's economy is more diversified than Mexico's, certain sectors, such as lumber and energy, are heavily reliant on the U.S. market. The tariffs could disrupt these industries, leading to job losses and economic uncertainty. Moreover, the tariffs risk souring the historically strong relationship between Canada and the United States, undermining cooperation on issues ranging from security to environmental protection. The potential economic fallout from the tariffs extends far beyond the automotive industry. Agricultural products, manufactured goods, and consumer products would all be affected, leading to higher prices and reduced consumer choice on both sides of the border. The tariffs threaten to unravel the progress made under the USMCA, jeopardizing the free flow of goods and services that has underpinned economic prosperity in North America for decades. While the immediate target of Trump's proposed tariffs is Mexico and Canada, China's shadow looms large over the trade dispute. As the world's second-largest economy and a major trading partner of both the United States and its North American neighbors, China's response to the tariffs will be closely watched by global markets. China has a range of options at its disposal to counter the impact of the tariffs. One possibility is for China to devalue its currency, the yuan, making Chinese goods cheaper in global markets and offsetting the impact of the tariffs. However, such a move carries risks, potentially triggering a currency war, and further destabilizing the global economy. Another option for China is to retaliate with tariffs of its own, targeting key American exports such as agricultural products, automobiles, and high-tech goods. Such a move would escalate the trade war, harming businesses and consumers on both sides of the Pacific. China could also leverage its growing influence in global trade by forging closer ties with other countries, potentially sidelining the United States in key markets. China's response to the tariffs is complicated by its ongoing trade negotiations with the United States. The two countries have been locked in a trade war for several years, with each side imposing tariffs on billions of dollars worth of goods. The proposed tariffs on Mexico and Canada could further complicate these negotiations, making it more difficult to reach a comprehensive trade deal. The proposed tariffs on Mexico and Canada represent a significant escalation in trade tensions, with potentially far-reaching consequences for the global economy. The tariffs threaten to disrupt global supply chains, raise prices for consumers, and undermine the rules-based trading system that has underpinned global prosperity for decades. One of the most significant risks is the potential for a global trade war. If Mexico and Canada retaliate with tariffs of their own, it could trigger a domino effect, with other countries drawn into the dispute. This would lead to a spiral of protectionist measures, harming global trade and investment. The resulting uncertainty and instability would have a chilling effect on business investment and consumer spending, potentially tipping the global economy into recession. The tariffs also risk exacerbating existing geopolitical tensions. The trade dispute could further strain relations between the United States and its allies, undermining cooperation on a range of issues from security to climate change. It could also embolden countries such as China and Russia, who are seeking to challenge the existing global order. The proposed tariffs represent a significant gamble with the health of the global economy. While the Trump administration argues that the tariffs are necessary to protect American jobs and interests, many economists and trade experts warn that they are more likely to harm than help. The tariffs risk undermining the very system that has allowed the United States to prosper, leaving the global economy more fragile and uncertain.